Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. It's Neymar! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Now this could be a chance. Now then, the ball's come loose. And this is Van Nistelrooy! It's oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's crossed in. Impressive jump. No, not the best of headers.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Howson is there, and he can pick it up. Can he get on the end of this? Saka looking to receive it in space. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Howson cuts out the pass. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get it through? And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! And we have liftoff! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Vitinha. Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good effort! And a neat finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Saka. Shot at goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Nakamura. Oh, that's fabulous. That's it, 45 minutes up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So straight into the second half.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen any...
Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect.
Shapes to shoot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's had it taken off him. He's looking wide. Saka. Nakamura. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. That has ended up in no man's land. Rodri. Now he's got space here. Kimmich gets across to intercept that.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Just about within shooting range. Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
It's a really well-measured ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the ball is out of play.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Looking to play him in. That is a great pick out. He's had a shot! And no mistake. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on...
Shoots! Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Milan with the corner, there first. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he cuts out the supply, and it's Ribéry. Knocks it into space. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Manchester United with the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? There's such a...
Shot, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Nakamura really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this is Neymar. Now it's Yamal. Pass somewhat off target. Time added on 4 minutes. That's that, the end. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Manchester United.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he cuts out the supply. Strong running down that left flank. Rodri getting this one clear. And here's Azar. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Good read, needed to be. Oh, there's a probing ball. Yamal gets into a good position.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Joe! Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. And we have our very first corner. He leaps through. It's bounced back off the post. And he can clear it away. Great chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Looking for options for movement. Costa Curta. Now he's got space here. He's in plenty of space here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Silvestre. Hazard. Ribéry. Bellingham. Spread out to the left. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get it through? Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, that looks a good ball through. Now it's Shevchenko.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Hazard. Oh, well measured. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Manchester United trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ribéry looking to play it into the box. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Marquinhos can get it clear, and it's skewed away. Shoots! He doesn't look too happy with that.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
He's ended up in no man's land. Silvestre. Manchester United still behind thanks to that solitary strike. And Shevchenko! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution for Milan. Number 4.
Manchester United have their second
Number
corner
9,
now.
El Hadj Diouf. Coming on the field. Number 32. Tevez. Number 18. Bale. Substitution in progress.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Milan have the chance to go the other way. That looks a good ball through. He has found the way through. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Knocks it into space. Now that's well seen too. And they've got rid. Rijkaard. Totti making good progress on the right-hand side. Totti! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, that's fabulous. Rodri gets it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Tevez. Goes for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Tevez really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Bale. And they are prompt with their pressing. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they...
It's Bale! Magnificent! A finish of true class! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And it's Totti.
Added minutes have been
Totti! Brilliant by Totti! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Pete.
And that's that. Manchester United have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Madrid have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Can he get onto this? And he's picked it up out wide. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. He's had it taken off him. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8.
Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He leaps for it! He's delivered all right! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present...
Oh, what has happened here? Odo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Gerrard. Madrid are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Saliba. Adams. And he's chosen to go back. Rijkaard! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Saliba, that's good pressing, squeezing the play, engages and forces him off the ball. Searching pass he's played there. Bayer punts it upfield. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space. As
Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's come loose. And that's really well manoeuvred. Looking for the run. Oh, nicely intercepted. Son Heung-min.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Van Nistelrooy. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Manchester United trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. That gets us going once more.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And there's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. More and more pressure on the ball here. Xavi Alonso. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Somewhat off target. offside. Nice interception. Not the most convincing of passes. Nuno Mendes goes back to front. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Gerrard. Spread it left. And he's quick to return it. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now he's got space here, and this is Neymar, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Corner number 2 then. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And again! That's really well cleared. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he can clear it away. Looking to play him in.
Well, if they're looking to win this, they're certainly going about things the right way.
That's where it came from. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Messi. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the referee brings it to a close. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Van Nistelrooy. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Danny Olmo. He has found the way through. Howson calmly anticipates. But where it came from, that is a brilliant interception. Now it's Shevchenko. And here's Azar. And here's Yamal. It's Azar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, this looks sharp. Hazard. And this is Son Heung-min. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. And he's straight offside. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Danny Olmo. That's a good run down the left. Danny Olmo. He's looking unstoppable.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Danny Olmo, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least...
Goes for a shot! There it is! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Messi, can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's played it in low. And it's been hooked away. Hazard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. And the finish! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. He's having a pop! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
That has not gone well. Looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Right, Shevchenko.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Robertson. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Messi.
There will be 1
Van
minute added
Nistelrooy.
time.
Ball's played through. Yamal in acres of space out wide. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Manchester United currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's quick to return it. Rijkaard. And here's Yamal. Van Nistelrooy. And the shot! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
But this is Van Nistelrooy! And he has kept it out somehow.
Van Nistelrooy really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Bellingham! It's a loose ball, and again! They've got to be quick to recover this. Gerrard with the clearance. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's had it taken off him. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be run down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Rolls it backwards. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not the most accurate pass. Shot could be on.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Olmo. Robertson. Played his chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Deftly away. Danny Olmo.
Bangladesh can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit
There
now.
will be 1 minute added time.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to...